My name is Caleb. I'm 33. I live in Houston, Texas. I work construction, I fix things, but I couldn't fix my sister. She's 29, her name is Jasmine. We were close growing up, but something shifted after college. She got quiet, distant, started saying weird things about feeling watched in her dreams. Me? I brushed it off. I used to laugh about demons, joke about hell, didn't believe in God, not really, and honestly, I thought church folks were just scared people playing pretend. People used to tell me, "You're hard, man, cold." And yeah, maybe I was. But nothing could have prepared me for what happened to Jasmine. I had friends who told me for years, "Your sister sees things, Caleb. Don't ignore her." I thought they were just being dramatic. I mean, come on. We live in a world with satellites and science. What demon stands at the end of the bed in the 20th century? Apparently, more than we want to believe. She started acting off, waking up, crying, not sleeping much. She once told me, "I keep seeing the same man. He's tall, pale, just staring at me, always at the foot of the bed." I said, "Girl, you watching too many horror movies." But deep down, something about her voice shook me. She wasn't kidding. She started breaking down randomly, in traffic, at the grocery store. Panic attacks, shaky hands, eyes always darting around the room. She said, "Something's coming. I feel it. Caleb, I swear it's not just in my head." I didn't know how to help her, so I didn't. I just stayed away. She started writing letters too, to me, to Mom, to people we hadn't talked to in years. One letter said, "I feel like I'm being followed, even when I'm alone, and it's not a person, it's something else." She wasn't doing drugs, she wasn't on any meds, but something was happening to her soul. It was a Tuesday, hot, Texas hot. She called me that morning, whispered something like, "If I don't make it, don't let Mom cry too long." I thought it was a joke, told her to sleep. Hours later, I got the call. She collapsed in her apartment, no heartbeat. Paramedics tried for almost 15 minutes. I rushed to the hospital. All I could hear was the flat line. Beep. Silence. Beep. Flat. I remember the doctor saying she was gone for 13 minutes. Dead. But somehow, she came back. It wasn't science that brought her back. They had given up. One nurse said they were about to zip the bag. Then she gasped. Hard. Like something yanked her back into her body. She told me later, her words shaking like wet paper. "I was above myself, Caleb. I saw them working on me. I saw you walk in crying, but I couldn't feel anything." She said it was like floating in thick fog. Not cold, not warm, just empty. She said, "I wasn't breathing, but I wasn't panicking. It was like my soul had no lungs." But then she felt it. Something pulling her. Not gently. Yanking, dragging. She heard screams. Not from the room, from below. She said, "I fell. Like my soul was yanked into a black hole. The air was heavy, sticky. It burned but didn't leave marks." She said the silence was loud, and in it, whispers, millions, saying her name wrong, laughing at her prayers. "Caleb," she said, "that place hates hope." She saw shadows crawling on ceilings that didn't exist, felt insects crawling under her skin, heard children crying, but no children were there. She said it was like all the regrets she ever had grew teeth. She landed in a place she couldn't describe. No walls, no sky, just pain. She said it was like her thoughts screamed out loud. Every lie she told echoed. Every time she pushed God away was replayed. She saw people, some she recognized, some she didn't. All of them were crying without tears. And then the man from her dreams appeared. Same pale face, same cold eyes. He didn't touch her, didn't speak. He just stood at the foot of the space she was trapped in, watching, smiling. She said his smile was the worst part. It wasn't joy, it was ownership, like she belonged to him. She screamed, fought, begged, "Please God, I'm sorry, please help me." But no one came. She doesn't know how long she was there. Could have been minutes, could have been years. Then she heard something. A whisper, a name, her real name. Not Jasmine, the one only God knew. And in that moment, she knew she didn't want to die. Not like that. Light broke through the black, like a sword through tar. And then she saw him, Jesus. But he didn't look happy, he looked heartbroken. He said, "You knew, but you didn't care." She fell to her knees, or tried to. There was no ground. She said the light from his eyes showed every part of her. The stuff she hid, the stuff even I didn't know. She said, "I didn't feel judged. I felt exposed, like I had betrayed someone who still loved me." She saw the time she cursed God, the day she ignored a homeless woman, the lies she told mom, moments she felt a pull to pray but didn't, moments she mocked faith. Then the voice said, "You weren't ready." And that sentence hit her harder than all the fire in hell ever could. She cried, "Give me another chance. I'll change. Please." The light grew. The man at the foot of her space screamed. She felt herself being lifted, rising fast. She woke up gasping, nurses screaming, mom praying over her. Alive, but broken. She didn't speak for 2 days, just stared. Then she broke, wept like a baby. She didn't want the TV on, didn't want her phone. She kept saying, "He's still standing there, Caleb, every night, the foot of the bed." I moved in, took shifts praying over her. She said food tasted metallic, time felt fake. Everything changed. The doctor said it was cardiac arrest from stress and trauma, but the EEG showed weird spikes they couldn't explain. They called it a miracle. They didn't know the half of it. One nurse quit that week, said she heard screaming in the halls before Jasmine woke up. No one else heard it. She stopped drinking, cold turkey, deleted her social media, threw away music and books she used to love, started reading the Bible like it was air, started telling people, "Forgive your mom, tell your dad you love him, don't wait." She called every person she hurt and asked for forgiveness. She was never the same. I watched it happen, not overnight, but for real. And I started changing too, because when the one you love tells you they saw hell and survived it, you start listening. She said Jesus told her to say this: "Time is short. Many think they're safe, but they're not. Stop playing Christian. Stop hiding your sin. Forgive, forgive, forgive." He didn't speak in thunder. He spoke like a father who had watched his child waste everything. So if you're watching this, I'm begging you, check your heart. Make peace with God. Let go of hate. Stop pretending you have time. You don't. That man, he's real. He still stands by her bed, but he can't touch her anymore. Not now, not ever. But he might be standing at the foot of someone else's bed right now. Maybe yours. Please, don't wait like she did. Fall on your knees, whisper his name. Because if she had stayed there, I wouldn't be here to warn you, and neither would she. I shouldn't be alive, but I am. And now, so is she.